Good day. Good day. As you know by now, my name is Jennifer, and today we're just going to do a short training video on how to import your quotations. Now, in the past, we could only import the Auditex quotes into Veculum. However, we've adapted that a little bit, so you can now import your NetAssess quotes, you can import your Auditex, as well as your OUTsurance, MyWay, and all of those quotations. So we're going to just do one of those quotations, but the principle for all of them work on the same basis. So let's navigate over to our Veculum system over here. Right next to, on the work tab, right next to the quotes icon, you'll see the import quotes icon over there. We can click on that. Then that will open up the window for you where you will be importing your quotation. So normally Auditex will give you the quotation in a PDF format. You can then either make use of the drag and drop feature, which is available for you should you save it in any file or on your desktop or anywhere. You can make use of that, or you can always make use of the search or magnifying glass button on the right hand side. That's what we're going to use for now, just to show you how that works. So let's click on the magnifying glass over there. I have saved my quotation on the desktop just to have quick access to that. Let me just move that over here. Alright, so let's just choose any of our, as you can see, I have OUTsurance quotations, and then I also have these reports, which are all my Auditex quotes. So I'm going to just choose one of these to import for us. Now, very important, right at that stage, as you know, you have populated information already. So you do have some customers, you have some assessors, brokers, etc. Now, when you import the quotation, Veculum will then bring up various messages depending on the data that you have on your data file already. So if it sees that your system does not have the specific broker that you're working with on this quote, it's going to ask you whether or not you want to add this broker. It's obviously up to you. You can say yes or no. If you work with this broker a lot, it might be a good idea to add them. If not, you can always say no. So at this stage, I'm just going to say no, we don't want to add this broker right now. Now, when you say no, Veculum will always open up the broker window for you should you wish to choose a different broker. For now, we're just going to say cancel. All right, so as you can see, the next message that appears is regarding the customer. So Veculum is also asking you whether or not you want to add Mr. S. Jonathan to your database. Now, customer, always very important to add that specific customer. Whether you're just dealing with them once or on a regular basis, you'll always add those. So let's just say yes, we want to add them. The next message will be a question asking you if this is a company or an individual. As you can see by the name here in brackets, that would be an individual, so we're just going to choose that. Veculum will then open up the update customer window for you with some of the information that it's already retrieving from your PDF. So let's start there. We wish to select a different title there, and then the first name is Jonathan, the last name we don't have at the moment. We're just going to change that. Remember, this is all the information it gets from your PDF document. All right. So should you know the information, you can always enter that there. So let's just give him any surname right now, since we're not 100% sure what is on the PDF document. So let's just put his surname in there. Right. Also, if you have an email address, add any other extra information that you might have for the specific customer. Now, if you're happy with what you've got, you can just always say OK. And then once you've added all of those messages that Veculum brings up for you, you'll see that it brings across all the information from your quotation. Okay, so please note that it could also ask you for the insurance company, could also ask you for the assessor, depending on what data is on your system and what it's picking up from your PDF document. So that might vary a little bit. Right, so now on this convert external PDF file window over here, you'll see that all the information is now brought across for us. Very important, you will always have the PDF document with you, whether you have a printout or you have it on a digital, like a PDF document. So you can just look through that to make sure that the totals here on the left-hand side and what is on your PDF document correspond. Okay, also very important, you'll always note that this total, the external total, and the one at the bottom here, your quote total, need to always match. Only if those two amounts match will this load quote button be available for you. Should that not be the case, you will see a message here in pink or red, and the load quote button will be disabled. You then need to just go and make sure why these two amounts are not corresponding. Okay, for the purpose of this specific PDF, everything is okay, and we can then look at the rest of the information. So also very important here at the bottom, and this is something that some of our clients tend to miss, is that you're working with a default markup normally. So when you import a quotation, please make sure that you enter your markup percentage if it is not written there already. So in this case, you'll see my 25% there, but if you see it's on 1% or not, please note that Veculum will then not add the markup to the price that you see there. So very important to make sure that your part markup here is listed. Now, whether that be 25% or 20% or whatever you're charging, it just needs to be added before you load your quotation. Okay, so you'll see here at the top on the left hand side, all the different information is reading from your PDF document. You'll see your external total. There's no discount involved. Then you will see your VAT amount there, and then your quote total. Now, what Veculum is doing here at the bottom, it is just giving you a little bit of a detailed breakdown of the different amounts. So you have your parts, your labor, strip and assembly, and then also your paint or additionals. Okay, and again, this amount, your external amount total, and then your quote total need to always be the same. Now, once you're happy with all that information, you simply click on the load quote button, and then Veculum will open up the quotes window for you with your new imported quotation right at the top. And please note that you'll see it's listed with a little green tick as approved, and also the color of that will also be green. So Veculum will also import your quotations as finalized and approved. Now, this isn't set in stone, so should you need to go and change anything on this quotation, like let's say the assessor comes back and there's you might need to add betterment, or you might need to add something else or take something off this quotation, you can then simply click on the reopen button here, which will change the status of that quote, and you can then go and alter it. So this is just how Veculum will import that quotation, since it's assuming that the quote is already assessed and approved. Alright, so that's just how to import your quotes. Now, when you're importing an OUTsurance quotation or a net assess quote, it all works on exactly the same basis. Okay, thank you very much for joining us today. I think that's all from me on this video. Please join us again so we can discuss some of the other how-to features. You can also go and view all our videos and all our information on the different features on the docs.veculum.com page. Thank you. Bye.